Okay, so hello for project phase 2. In order to generate inject errors in the from the client side, we developed a random generator function which takes like a range as an input with error probability. So what it does, it will generate random inputs but with error probability. So for example, if error probability is 10%, so it will generate random numbers out of the range for 10% of the time. It uses Gaussian distribution to generate those random numbers, which we use in the client side, where to in order to make a request, when we give a resort ID as an input, if we our constraint is like resort ID should be between 0 to 10, but if we give a probability of a error probability, let's say 15%, then it will generate resort IDs out of 1 to 10, outside 1 to 10 for 15% of the time. uh, so that was the change we made to inject errors from client side. On the server side, to manage those errors, we define max attempts, and we try to run of to respond to a request with responses. But if the max attempt, if the request is invalid, it will retry for 5 times, and then it will it will return max retries reached, still sending 200 code. And that is like on the server side we made the change. Now in order to run with 15%, for example, let's start our Spring Boot server. So now our Spring Boot server is running. Let's run our multi-threaded client with 42,000 requests. So it's running all the 42,000 requests. So it is taking some time. As we can see, once all the requests are finished, let's see for the 32K request phase 1, its total error injected were 4890, which comes around 15.28%. As it uses Gaussian distribution, this slight variance is expected in the error percentage. For the phase 2, where it uses dynamic multi-threading part, so for 10,000 requests, it injected 1496 errors, which is 14.96, and overall 15.2% error were injected. So the slowest response was 2 seconds, and fastest response was 1 millisecond, and our throughput was around 1100 rps. And if we try to see CSV file, yeah. So in CSV file we can see all the responses, but if you see occasional errors where max retries is still sending 200 says. And if we compare the time for the normal, it takes 8 milliseconds, it takes 1138 milliseconds. So this is all the data stored. Thank you.